Have you been wondering if your pet is trying to tell you it's time? Maybe you're thinking they're going to pass naturally. Maybe you're considering euthanasia, but you don't know when. You don't know what's happening. But here's the thing, figuring this out is so much more than, are they eating enough? Are they sleeping? There's actually an intuitive truth to all of this that I think is going to really help you to know. Today, I'm going to share with you the soul level signals that our pets can give us to help us know that now or soon is the time. And at the end of the video, I'm going to share with you my 3-step process that you can use to really dial in on this so you can feel really good about what you're figuring out. Hi, my name's Danielle McKinnon. For 25 plus years, I've been communicating intuitively with animals and their humans. And you know what I've seen? That end of life stage for humans and their animals, it is so hard for us humans. And today, I'm going to help you understand how intuition can make a difference. And before we dive in, I've created 48 signs PDF to help you understand signs that pets can give us from the other side. You can download that in the description of this video at any time. So let's talk about the soul level signals that you can tune into that go way beyond what like typical checklists about sleeping and eating actually say. Before we get to those soul level signals, I want to say this. There is no universal sign that anybody can say that means, hey, your pet is letting you know they're getting ready to pass. One animal might do this and it means they're getting ready to pass, but another animal might do the same thing and it doesn't have the same meaning. So everything that we're talking about here is specific to you and your pet. If your pet already does some of these things, then doing them now would not be any different. So you can't count that as a sign. So anybody who says, when this one thing happens, no, it's not when this one thing happens at all. This is about the relationship that you have with your pet. And this is about you paying attention to the signs and the differences in the relationship, the signs that they're giving you that help you understand, oh, is it time or not? So stop looking for that universal sign, but keep watching to get my soul level signs. In order to understand the signs, the first thing, the foundation of everything that you need to know is that animals actually plan their passing. They plan who is there. They plan the whole deal from start to finish. They even plan if it's through a sickness or if it's an accident or a surprise or it's something that took a really long time to happen. And they plan it because they know that their time here and the job they came to do here is complete. Animals are in our lives to help us humans grow and evolve and master unconditional love. They have already mastered unconditional love. They've got that down, but we don't. So when your animal has helped you get as close to it as they're going to help you get, that's when they know, hey, it's time for me to cross over. That means there's a greater plan at work here. That means that you can't control the plan. All we're doing and all this video is going to help you do is catch up to the signals they're giving you so that you can follow their plan. And what does that mean? That means you can't do it wrong. Everything that happens as it should happen because your pet is intuitively and at the soul level controlling things behind the scenes to make sure their passing allows them to pass while also benefiting you at the soul level. So I know you just heard me say that when your pet has mastered what they came here to do, when they've taught you the lesson they came here to teach you, and you've mastered unconditional love as much as they know you can master it through them, that's when they decide to pass. I know you heard me because I get emails about this all the time. People hate hearing that. I know. I'm so sorry. And a lot of people will say, well, then if I learn my lesson with my pet, they're going to pass. I'm not going to learn my soul lesson. It doesn't work that way. So your pet knows if you're trying to stop learning and stop growing and evolve with them. And what your pet will do is they will up the ante. They will start misbehaving or they will do something to make things more and more uncomfortable so that you have no choice but to learn the lesson. I know. It's so annoying. It's so annoying, but this is what they do. So no, you can't just say, I'm not going to learn the lesson then because I want them to be around forever. It doesn't work that way. Let them teach you, let them love you, and let them bring you as close to unconditional love as they can get you. And then you're honoring why they came into your life, and you're getting a pretty good relationship with them too. Okay, with that foundation in place, let's now get to these soul level signals. And the soul level signals are things that you may be able to notice now, or they're things that you may be able to look back on later because some people are so in it, they do miss these types of signs sometimes. And the first one is that their energy becomes a little bit softer. They become a little less present. They're still there, they're still interacting, they're still doing their stuff. And yet, at the same time, they are maybe a little teeny bit slower to respond. They're into their food, but they're not quite as into their food. It's just kind of like they become softer. And this is one of the first thing that happens as an animal's spirit is getting ready to leave their body. They're just a little less present because they're starting to focus elsewhere. So there's not as much energy present in this moment to be so with you. Now, a lot of people talk about the look that their animal gave them, that soulful look. And they get worried about that look. Like, won't you help me? What are you doing? Please be there for me. Save me. However, that is not how the animals intend that look. Now, there's two different types of looks. There's the look when they look at you and they give you that look of love. Okay, this is the look we all know, and that some of us misinterpret as fix me, help me, I'm not okay. But really, they're giving us the look of love. When it happens that that animal is using their eyes to get the message through, there's something extra in the look. It's like the look pulls you into the love more deeply, not the fear, not the worry, not the, oh no, I'm not doing it well enough, but the actual like, oh, I could melt into you in a way that you wouldn't normally. That often is a sign because they're pulling you closer to their unconditional love vibration. That can be a sign as well. Note, it's different from the I love you look. It's the sucking in, I love you, big, all encompassing thing that you don't usually experience. That can be a sign from them. As animals getting ready to transition, one of the things that some of them do is they change their role in the family or their role in their relationship with you. So, a dog who's always been your protector, who's been staunchly out there barking at all the bad guys, that kind of thing, could decide to change their role to become more of the comfort and the support for you. It doesn't mean they can no longer protect you. It doesn't mean they don't love you because they're not protecting you. It means they need to hold their energy differently because the energy in their body is getting ready to leave their physical body. So they have to manage the flow differently, and that role change really helps. It doesn't mean anything negative about you. Plus, if all that's happened is the animal in your life has changed their role, but none of the other signs show up, you don't need to take this as a sign. We're not looking for just one of these. We're looking for a clump of them. Just one on its own does not necessarily indicate they're getting ready to transition, that they're trying to let you know they're going to transition. But when you have several of them, okay, now we're starting to know there's something going on here. Another sign is when they start kind of pulling away, wanting more solitude. Now, this is a really hard one for us as humans because when it occurs, what happens? We want to step in. We want to say, what's wrong? Be closer to me. I want to give you comfort. What's up? But your pet knows exactly what they need. And some of them need to manage their energy differently in order to allow the change of their spirit leaving their physical body to happen. And for a lot of animals, that means needing a little bit more peace and space away from us humans. We humans, we love our animals and we just want to fix them. So we get all up in their grill, right? And they spend a lot of time managing our energy for us to make it easier for them to be in our lives. So sometimes animals will be like, that's cool. I'm going over here. I've got a lot going on. It's nothing personal, but it's a nice clear sign that, hey, something is shifting here when your animal went from super cuddly and lovey all the time to wanting a little bit more alone time. That's one to pay attention to. Remember, if the soul level signals are feeling kind of murky to you, or you have some and you don't have others, or you're just not sure, at the end of the video, I'm going to teach you my 3-step method that will help ground all of this for you and give you even more clarity. This sign can be a little confusing unless you understand it as a sign from your pet that, hey, they're getting ready to transition. So let's say you've got a cat who just absolutely hates your partner, won't sit near your partner, scratches at your partner. It's pretty much of a challenging relationship. And then things start shifting, and your cat is starting to get along with your partner, and your partner is starting to love your cat. And there's a closeness that's happening there that never happened there before. Why is this happening? It's happening because very often animals, as they're getting ready to transition, there's a part of them that starts wrapping things up in our physical 3D world. So they're tying up loose ends, they're mending fences, they're doing last little bits of, hey, I'm going to help this person learn a soul lesson. They're really working toward making it so that they can leave. The other way it can work is the flip side, which can be a little bit confusing, but this is where the cat and the partner, they got along so well for so many years, and then suddenly the cat is not having it with the partner. And that can be because the cat is setting things up for working with their human or your partner after they cross over on a different soul lesson or an evolved soul lesson. If you can stop and go, wait, what is the purpose of this? What could they be telling me with it? You can actually start to see how they can use their relationships and wrapping their relationships up or roughing their relationships up as a way to further their agenda of getting ready to pass. So instead of being confused by this can actually be one more clue that things are getting ready to happen. The last soul level signal I want to give is one I hesitate to give because I don't want you to get all wrapped up in it. I've never had it happen for me. But sometimes an animal will actually appear in your dream to let you know, hey, I'm getting ready to go. If you've had that happen, what a gift. Now, here's the thing, you know it's real when it's non upsetting, non crazy and weird, when it's just kind of like, hey, Danielle, I'm getting ready to pass. I just want to let you know this is coming. When it's like thunder and lightning and crazy stuff and it feels horrible and da da da, that's not your cat showing up to let you know through love and help you prepare. That is your brain wrestling things, trying to figure stuff out. We don't care about that part. That is not, we don't pay attention to that part. I want you to pay attention to the intuitive part. And the intuitive part always feels good, even when it's something challenging, like your cat or your dog is letting you know they're getting ready to pass in a dream. So maybe you're hearing these signals and you're going, well, I have some of those, but I don't really know if I have enough. I'm just not sure. And I'm worried and I'm nervous and I don't know what to do. And hey, you're a normal human being. And of course, this is really hard to know. Is it time? Is he letting me know it's time? Is she saying she wants euthanasia? What is happening here? Is it time for this one to go? Keeping your eye on these signs is really important. But now I want to give you my 3-step method. You need a pen and paper. And we're going to tap into your intuition through your memory and your emotions. And no, you don't have to be intuitive to tap in the way that we're going to tap in. So you have this animal that you're not sure, hey, are they trying to tell me they're getting ready to pass? I want you to close your eyes and think of that animal. And you're going to think of that animal and everything that makes them who they are. Meaning, if you have a horse who loves running free in the hills, you're going to think of them doing that. If you have a dog who absolutely loves swimming, think of them that way. And what you're going to do is you're going to write down your animal's 3 top things that like makes them who they are. So I have a dog who loves carrying around this stuffed animal. It's so important to him. And without that, he would not, wouldn't be loving it. He also like the things that he just loves to do that maybe you talk about with friends about, this is so him, this is so her. You're going to write those top 3 things down. Step 2, let's say that for some reason those top 3 things aren't accessible. Your animal just cannot do them at all. He's prevented, she cannot do it, whatever it is, something has happened. We don't care what, but they are inaccessible. What you're going to do is you're going to write down a 1-to-1 correlation of like a substitute, right? So my dog loves to carry around this stuffed animal. But if he couldn't carry around this stuffed animal, let's say he couldn't carry things around anymore, what would be a substitute for this? It's not a what's a substitute for a stuffed animal. That's not meaningful enough. It's a What if you couldn't carry things around in your mouth anymore? What is the substitute? Now, this will take you a couple minutes. You could sit there and think of a substitute and then imagine, well, would your pet do this? How would they look? How would they feel? What do you imagine they would do? Like, really get into it. So, you're going to end up with 6 things that your pet could do and love and feel really happy about in their life. The final piece. And this is the hard piece, right? This is going to take you understanding about your pet and about the fact that there's a real big picture going on here versus what you want. I want you to look at those 6 things that you wrote down and say, can my pet do these things? Can my pet engage in these activities? Is my pet able to have these things in their life? If they can't do any of the things and there are no acceptable substitutes, there's a sign right there for you, right in plain view, that they may be getting ready to go. Now, if you want, you can increase this to 5 and 5. So trust your intuition on this, but this is so important to our human understanding side. If they can't enjoy their life, if there's nothing in it for them anymore, there's not a reason usually that they're going to stick around. I know it's so hard. Remember, you can't get this wrong. Your pet has a plan, and you're just trying to look at the signs, do the homework to figure out their plan. You can still get my 48 signs PDF, and that might actually give you some other signs that you could use to notice, hey, are they talking to me in other ways that I'm not realizing it? And that's down in the description. But the most important piece here is that you are actively looking for these other signs, and they allow you to pay attention to the relationship that's really happening between you all rather than just looking for, hey, did they stop eating? And if this video helped you, you might find my next video, the final days, to be an even more helpful resource as it picks up right about here where we're leaving off.